Hi Scorpio, welcome to your January monthly reading. We're going to talk all about this Ten of Swords energy that came out in your 2020 year ahead forecast as your January overall theme. This is going to be talking about all of the things that you are done overthinking and having to lay down and put down. So I thought the power of surrender would be the perfect deck to choose a week by week breakdown of how you're moving through this sort of difficult energy. If you'd like a more personal reading, I have my Etsy page listed below as well, so you can get an email reading with me. Let's get going. All right, Scorpio, let's find out on a week by week basis what it is you're going to have to be donezo with. This Ten of Swords means you have to be absolutely through with a thought process and to be done with the cycle that is not getting you anywhere. So we're going to find out. Scorpio, the first week of January. Surrender to your full power. So that means laying down a little bit of the victimhood that can come in this Ten of Swords. Let's find out the second week of January for Scorpio. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Third week of January for Scorpio. Third week January, Scorpio, what are we setting down? Surrender the habit of people pleasing. All right, fourth and final week of January for Scorpio. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Okay, let's get talking. All right, Scorpio, let's look at this first week of January. Since we are looking at the Ten of Swords as the overall theme, it's going to mean this is the month where you absolutely have to be finished with this energy to move forward. And so to begin with this whole row and the rest of this, you have to be in your full power. And that means setting down victim mentality and realizing and taking full ownership that you have the power to do all of these things, to surrender all of these things. It's like, see this guy, he's got all these swords in his back, and that's feeling like all of this is being done to you. And what they're asking you to do here in this first week of January is to, if you can imagine like in a cartoon where he like tense all of his muscles up and they go bing, 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 all those swords kind of fly out of his back because he's like, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to tackle all this stuff, and I'm in control and I can do all this, because it's where you stop seeing everything as something is happening to you and something that you have the power to either gain something from, to learn something from, to move through, to change, to make choices. You always have choices, and that is what the first week of January is all about for you, Scorpio. The second week in January is going to be surrender your belief in scarcity, and this can be where this Ten of Swords energy can be a negative thought cycle that results in you feeling like you're not enough, or that there is not enough, or that resources are scarce. And when you surrender to your full power, the way this the first week is asking you to, you'll realize that there is always enough. It's not that there's not enough. You have to be in your full power to attract it, or to attain it, or to achieve it. And then when you are, you will be more able to attract from the abundance, the infinite abundance that actually exists. When you stop believing that there's a finite amount, and you will be able to see things flow to you more easily. The third week, Scorpio, we have surrender, the habit of people pleasing. And where this ties into the Ten of Swords to me is where we've internalized a lot of other people's opinions, where we've taken action, we've taken responsibility for things that aren't ours. And in this third week of January, they're asking you to say no, and not just to say no to requests, but to say no to energy and stories that are other people's, that they're trying to inflict upon you. And because you're in your full power here after this first week, you'll be more impervious to other people's stories and accusations, and not give of yourself just to make everyone else happy. Because you will, in realizing that there's no scarcity, I lost my train of thought. The people pleasing wasn't bringing you what you wanted. And when you stop trying to achieve that by making other people happy and redirect that energy towards yourself, you'll be able to feel more of this abundance that they're talking about in the second week. In the fourth week of January, Scorpio, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. And judging from what I'm seeing here so far, these are things that other people and other experiences and past traumas have implanted in you. And it's time now to step into your power against them and realize that they aren't true, and redefine your identity in a new way in this coming year in 2020. So please like and subscribe, because I'm going to do a video, one per week for each one of these, and then we'll do a pick a card, and we'll talk a little bit even more about each one of these in detail. Thank you, Scorpio.